Views and opinions expressed by the hosts or guests of Squaddie's Night Live are their own and do not necessarily represent those of the producers and content creator. This show is for entertainment and informational purposes only. Viewers should perform with their own research.
Live from SquadiLogues Studio, this is Squaddie's Night Live! Woohoo! Mga ka-squad! Andan na pa kayo mga ka-squad! Yo 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 yo! Woohoo! Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat mga ka-squad. Yeah. Pero nasa ibon ko yung mga ka-squad. Okay mga ka-squad. Hello. Ngayon po ang Biyernes, November 7, 2025. Welcome to another edition of Squaddie's Night Live. Ako po ang inyong ka-squad, Rod Michael Adali. You can call me Kiyama for the next 1 hour ba to? Parang isang oras na to yung mga ka-squad Parang ano gagawin natin para sa isang oras na nagagawin natin? And we all know we are going on 1 hour of latest happenings and what's going on in and out of a loop. Kaya in and out of a loop. And mga ka-squad, we only have 48 days na lang. Ay, naku na lang. Pasko na naman mga ka-squad Okay, at syempre, babati pa namin mga ka-squad natin dyan nakatutok sa ating official Facebook page at YouTube channel ng SquadiLogues. And of course, meron din sa Spotify. I-search lamang po ang Squaddie's Night Live sa ating mga social media sa Spotify. Kaya simula tomorrow, November 8, ang inyong SNM mapapapanood na live sa Spotify. Okay? And it all works na sa akong internet na nandiyan ako naka-lag pero drop frames. Pero na yun, okay na pero stable ang internet ko and we are going happy to announce in the coming episodes ng SNL. Okay? At syempre hello din sa mga ka-squad natin sa mga 44 barangays sa Iligan City and sa mga Silingan Dapit, sa Lano del Norte, Lano del Sur. Okay? Nakakamiss yung show ni sa Larks. And did you know that ang dami kong gaganaps dito sa show ko and we're talking about fun. And nakakamiss yan ko kung malapit na kung celebrate natin ang Christmas simple. Okay. And of course, but before we have what's to do and only what's to do on our show. Kaya na naman. Wag na lang patupik-tupik pa mga ka-squad. Simulan na natin ang SNL News Update for this week. Kaya nga SNL News Update for Friday. Mga ka-squad, narito po ang ating SNL News for today. Here's from ABS-CBN News. Typhoon Tino. Survivors in Cebu dig beside canals for water as aid remains scarce. As days go by, the struggle continues for the victims of Typhoon Tino in Cebu. as they search for water to drink and use for their daily needs. Desperate residents of the 6.5 relocation site in Barangay Pacnaan, Mandaue City have resorted to digging beside drainage canals just to find water. Since the typhoon struck, residents had faced a serious problems finding water, especially clean drinking water. The residents clarified, however, that they do not use the water for drinking. They are appealing for help, especially for drinking water and food. For the residents, the water coming off the canal is a blessing. Carrying gallons and buckets, they line up to collect the water gushing from the canal, just excited just to have something to use. Almost 1 million households in the central Philippines still powerless to the Typhoon Tino. And for the first time since the typhoon, many were finally able to bathe and wash off the mud that had covered their bodies. Meanwhile, DSWD spokesperson Irene Dumlao told ABS-CBN News that the agency will distribute water filtration water filtration kits to flood affected residents who have lost access to clean drinking water. The water filtration kits are capable of turning even flood water into clean, drinkable water. Aside from water filtration kits, the DSWD will also deploy water filtration trucks. Some storms victims also complained that they have yet to receive any relief goods. But Dumlao explained that DSWD already has prepositioned family food packs in various warehouses across Cebu. She clarified that the local government units are the ones responsible for distributing these family food packs to their constituents. The DSWD will look into why many residents are complaining about not receiving relief assistance. The Malacanang releases 760 million peso for local government units hit by Typhoon Tino on the bridge of Purok Isla Verde in Barangay San Isidro, Talisay City. One of the areas hardest hit by Typhoon Tino, residents rush toward every vehicle that stops, hoping it carries flood or relief goods. People scramble to grab aid distributed by various private and volunteer groups. Across typhoon-hit communities in Cebu, residents had put up cardboard signs that read "Help us" or "Tabang," a desperate cry for help, a clear sign that many survivors are still waiting for relief to reach them. In other news, mga ka-squad, as we all know, from Batanes to Bohol, OCD tells the public to brace for 1,400 kilometers this weekend. The Office of the Civil Defense, or OCD, on Friday advised the public to prepare for a potential super typhoon with a diameter of 1,400 kilometers that could affect areas from Batanes to Bohol this weekend. We are preparing for basically the entire Luzon and Visayas for the possible impact of Uwan, he said in a press briefing at Camp Aguinaldo. In its 11 a.m. update, Pag-asa said Tropical Cyclone Fungwong intensified further as it moved closer to the boundary of the Philippine Area of Responsibility, or PAR. The State Weather Bureau said Fungwong could enter the PAR late Friday or early Saturday and would given the local name Uwan. Ang Cebuano word ng ulan o rains. Uwan may reach super typhoon strength by late Saturday or early Sunday off Bicol region. Alejandro urged residents in low-lying and coastal areas to evacuate immediately as Uwan could bring heavy rainfall and severe winds, increasing the threat of storm surges. The Department of Environment and Natural Resources, Mines and Geosciences Bureau, or DENRMGB, said 8,164 barangays nationwide were susceptible to rain-induced landslides and flooding. These include 196 barangay in Ilocos Region, 1,944 in Cagayan Valley, 111 in Central Luzon, 1,523 in San Calabarzon, 58 in Mimaropa, and 486 in Eastern Visayas. According to the Department of Social Welfare and Development, or DSWD, around 8.4 million individuals may be affected by uwan. The DSWD said 2.04 million family food boxes have been prepositioned and were ready for deployment, in addition to 314,000 non-food items and 91,000 ready-to-eat food items. The agency had some 2.7 billion pesos in standby funds and stockpiles across its field offices nationwide. And in local scene, Iligan shows readiness from the IT-BPM industry, seeks support from Iligan industry leaders. Represented by Dr. Darwin J. Manubag, the city administrator, and Paul Huy Lagura, head of the Center for Digital Iligan Innovation and Sustainability, or CDIIS, and Executive Director of the ICT Council. The Iligan City Government, or LGU, joined the IT and Business Process Association of the Philippines, or IBPOP, Regional General Membership Meeting, GMM. Their goal to highlight Iligan's potential in the information technology, business process management, or IT-BPM industry. Dr. Manubag emphasizes Iligan's readiness to become a digital and innovation hub, citing an 8.8% GDP growth, globally ranked educational institutions, strong local governments, an AI command center, a digital creative hub, IT parks, and a business-friendly environment. The Iligan LGU appealed to IP-BPM leaders to consider the city as the next strategic destination for business expansion, even amid lingering concerns related to nearby Marawi City. With the backing of Mayor Frederick Shao, Iligan continues to strengthen its position in the digital economy and creative industries, and is now preparing to host major national events in 2026. The LGU also expressed gratitude to IBPOP CEO Jack Madrid for recognizing Iligan's growing contributions in the industry. And that's the latest news coming from Asenso News Iligan and ABS-CBN News website. Yun po nating news update for today, and we all know. Okay, let's move on! Ito na ang ating topic for the week, ayun mga ka-squad, and as we know it, meron po tayong topics that we need to know every week. So ito na ang ating topic of the week! Imagine sa topic for today's episode, which is talking about the 6-7. Ano yung 6-7 natin? 6-7? 6-7. Okay, we're talking about the 6-7. How these numbers became the 2025's word of the year. So imagine natin sa dictionary.com, and we all know 6-7, or it could be 6-7. Grabe naman. How these numbers became 2025's word of the year. So imagine sa hindi lang number of the year, kundi word of the year, mga ka-squad, no? Grabe na tayo mga ka-squad in a style of grabe na, pwede pa. According to Dictionary ABS-CBN News, each year, new words emerge, either becoming popular or evolving from pivotal moments in language, often called slang, are created to describe things more efficiently. The cool. Medyo na ito yung may pa-sound sa ating cool din. I don't know if kung natin sabihin ko. So, these words, so, grabe na tayo sa mga ka-squad natin. And aside that, we are all tricks and thoughts. And we all know it. These words, often called slang, are created to describe things more efficiently or to sound cool. And they evolve through different generations. So, sabi na tayo sa abscbn.com, today these slang words are still in use with the younger generation. Others are widely used in conversations, using the internet or describing things like feelings or actions. As it became more popular, some were recognized like the term 6-7, which became Dictionary.com's 2025 Word of the Year. So, why it became the Word of the Year? Slides? Ayun. According to Dictionary.com, their lexicographers analyzed a large amount of data, including the newsworthy headlines, trends on social media, search engines, results, and more to identify words that made an impact on our conversations online and in the real world. They also note that the term 6-7 searches online skyrocketed in the middle of this year, which implies there is something special about this slang. Kaya nga. They also make this recognition in reflection to social trends and global events that define this year. Besides 6-7, some slang words also stood out this year. According to Dictionary.com, which includes agentic, bullyjarchy, kiss cam, and aura farming. So later we'll discuss about the aura farming. But for those who are still wondering what does 6-7 means, we got you. So according to the slides, eto na naman na itong mga kaskwad ha. 6-7 is a nonsensical phrase that has become a viral inside joke among Gen Z and Gen Alpha users. Often accompanied by a distinctive hand gesture, which resembles juggling your hands. Because 6-7 has no concrete definition, its meaning depends on the context. So, the phrase first gained traction from the song, ito na tayo mga ka-squad, ating yung strength show. The phrase gained traction from the song Doot Doot by American rapper Skrilla, which featured the lyric 6-7. It quickly caught on through TikTok edits and memes. The term is also associated with the NBA star LaMelo Ball, who stand at 6'7", which is 6'7" ang height. It also became a general term for the something so-so, especially when paired with the weighing hand gesture. Beyond its illegal use, 6'7" functions as a marker of in-group identity, connecting young people through a shared sense of humor and digital culture. Grabe naman tayo mga ka-squad, and because of that, yung inamba na yung word na 6'7" para sa mga Gen Z at Gen Alpha. You know? 6'7". Grabe tayo mga ano. Last time, 2010, grabe na naman. 6'9". Pero 6'9" in 2010. Ano yun pala? 6'7". Yeah, 6'7". Okay mga ka-squad? Yeah. Sabi na tayo na ng mga ka-squad. Ano pa yung nangyari yung 6'7", mga ka-squad? 6'7". Okay. So, share ko lang mga thoughts ko about this whole 67. Kaya naman nga kayo mga ka-squad, ha? The whole 6'7" thing kasi, honestly, sobrang interesting kung paano nagbago ang language dahil sa Gen Z at Gen Alpha. So which means, una sa lahat, ang ganda niyang example ng chaotic humor natin. So ang 6'7" basically means nothing. Grabe tayo, means nothing. Pero parang bula, pero wala lang. And we all know, as we showing on their screens, that the rest is something that it works. Parang rose search test niya sa internet. Iba-iba ang meaning. Depende sa kung paano siya gagamitin. Pwede siyang meh, pwede siyang meme, pwede siyang vibe lang. Walang rules, puro context. Grabe tayo, puro mga context lang. Tapos na yon, word of the year na siya. Wild! Pero make sense din. Kaya nga, kasi language today is just about the clarity. Gama na tayo makaklarity kayo. Parang makaklaro dito mga ka-squad. And it's all about connection. Pag may nasabi na 6-7, sabay yung hand gesture, automatic gets mo agad kung part ng in-group. Parang secret code ng mga laking TikTok, mga ka-squad. And honestly, it shows how powerful memes are. Like, imagine a random lyric from a rapper, tapos naging global joke na ito and slang term. Grabe naman na ito yung mga ka-squad, as we all know kung bakit kaya naka-decide sa ako. We all know that we all say it as slang, pero may slang terms ito, di ba? Okay. And that's the Internet Culture 101. Mabilis, spontaneous, tapos biglang everywhere. Pero sa totoo lang, ang 6-7 also says a lot about our humor right now. Everything is a post-ironic. Wala nang dapat sense. Basta funny, basta may vibe. The joke is that it doesn't make sense. That's a peak Gen Z humor. So, yeah. Deserving talaga siya maging word of the year. It sums up how we talk, joke, and connect online in a world na sobrang heavy. Pero may sobrang heavy. Medyo kayo magka-heavy dito. Okay? And sige, 6-7 is like singing. Okay lang. Vibes lang. So, shout out sa mga Gen Alpha na current generation na sila sa pangagiging bata. Okay? Take those answers, we do. Ayun! So, the next topic is aside the word na aura topic. That will be the next topic for today, mga ka-squad. Okay. Sa mga di po alam na nating mga ka-squad, and we all know, kaya nga sinasabi ko, bakit ako mag-desisyon? Ako, kung bakit kaya 6-7. At susunod na naman ay aura farming. Ating oras, mga ka-squad, we only have 7:53 at bababalik ang programang SNL right after these messages. Please stand by, mga ka-squad! Ito pa mga ka-squad, ang oras natin 7:58 ng gabi. Medyo nalag akong kasabay. Okay, 7:58 ang ating oras and we're back on SNL or Squaddie's Night Live. So, let's talk about what's going on. The word 6-7 become dictionary.com's word of the year. And now, let's talk about kaya nga man, aura farming. And we all know mga ka-squad that aura farming, at what point does aura farming become uncool? Grabe na tayo magka-uncool naman talaga. Hindi tayo uncool ha, uncool. Pero kayo uncool na tayo sa mga ka-squad. Okay. And we are talking about uncool. Let's talk about the uncool. Okay. So this is from the ABS-CBN News, by the way. You may or may not have felt these articles out. In today's internet's lexicon, the word aura has taken a whole different meaning from its textbook definition. No longer about spiritual energy, it now refers to one's level of coolness defined by style, confidence, and how calmly they carry themselves in any given moment. So, grabe tayo in any given moment. So, grabe tayo mga ka-squad, no? When you come across a closing elevator, do you dash hastily to get in or do you just walk towards it in a nonchalant manner? The latter choice is considered cool, while the former, well, it is seen as goofy. Goofy man din, murag sa Tom and Jerry. Well, when you come across a you gain aura by pulling off something awesome like effortlessly executing a backflip. But if it goes the other way around, like say doing something cringe, you get negative aura, no? Negative aura man sila, no? And that's exactly what people bear in mind whenever they are in public. So, the people in social media make it their goal to max out their aura as much as possible. And this is where the farming comes in, doing activity to increasing a supply of something. It is a concept borrowed from video games, which involves certain tasks of game experience, currency, and items. So, combined together, psychologist and mental health consultant AJ Sunglao defined aura farming as when individuals intentionally manage how others perceive them in a more cool, aloof, and desirable way. So, sabi na tayo dito, and we all know it is really a way to manifest energy towards yourself. So, it's kind of you're presenting yourself a certain kind of way because you think people value coolness or cool confidence. Grabe na tayo cool talaga yung aura natin to. Sunglao told ABS-CBN News. But why do people go out their way? They act like they're so cool. So, content creator and psychologist Rian Portugues connects aura farming to the classic psychological concept called impression management. Grabe tayo impression management, no? Which talk about how people create their image to be perceived in a positive light. Diba sa aura farming, you want to look cool online, so mapapresent ka sa ng specific na itsura mo o yung charisma mo. She said, kung anong gusto mong energy na makita nila sa'yo para maging cool ka. Maging okay ka or in ka sa mga kasama mo. According to her impression management also includes how you present yourself in terms of physical appearance, behavior, and even how you interact or answer to other people. Kunwari, papaano ka na mas mukhang smart? Papaano ka matagal ka sa trabaho? Mga ganyan, yung itsura. So, ganoon siya ginagamit o kaya in terms of politics, paano na represent yung self mo as a credible person. She said. Also known as the millennial psychologist or your millennial psychologist. Portuguese added that people want to be perceived as cool as gain more friends, feel more secure, and have a stronger sense of belonging. We want to present ourselves as cool or charismatic kasi aside from the status na pwede natin na makuha kasi cool ka o popular ka. Kapag ganyan, nandun din yung feeling of connection and belongingness, she said. deep down, yun lamang na naman yung gusto natin maging connected tayo sa particular group. That's why for Sung Lao, aura farming is without a doubt a performative trend. However, he feels how the concept has also been juxtaposed with irony because of how it is treated online, and often as a joke and a form of mockery. So it seemed to be positive, but it's also seen to be something ironic for other people. We're at an age where people value authenticity, people value vulnerability more. He said, people are understanding that, performative yung taong to. We don't like that. It's all about perception naman kasi talaga. He added that people act cool to feel more respected and receive more attention as an individual, which most of the time stems from a place of underlying insecurity. So, back to July, which is 5 months ago. The trend exploded back in July when a clip of 11-year-old Ryan Arkandikha from Indonesia went viral. He was shown calmly dancing on the bow of a speeding canoe during an annual rowing festival. With his shades, composed demeanor, and swaggy rhythm backed by Melly Mike's hit single, Young, Black and Rich, he became the poster boy of what aura farming is all about. Social media users and content creators alike jumped in on the craze and made their own versions. It even made resounding waves in the sports world, where football players and Formula 1 drivers performed the Indonesian boys move as a celebratory dance, which in return racked up millions of views altogether. Also, during the performance of Barongkot National High School, yung performance niya, ang ganun. Grabe, no? Portuguese pointed out that what is considered aura really depends on generation, like for Filipino millennials. And she observed, it's all about collecting post-normal nominal titles after your name. Halimbawa, sa mga millennials, parang uncommon yung mga post-nominals. Yung mga titles sa dulo, paramihan naman nakuha, she said. Parang, I'm ganito, / ganito, / ganito. Yung maraming ganyan. Sung Lao agreed that the concept isn't new, as aura farming is simply the latest version of an old performative cycle, one that has been amplified by social media. Not just new, even pre-internet, there have been likes of James Dean. It's always been that enough parang equals status equals better, he said. The pressure be more performative, the more you can have certain insecurities, the more likely you engage in misbehaviors. At tayo magkadaghan na tayong page, no? There's even a point system that determines how an action or a gesture can be quantified with an X amount of aura. Where doing something cool can stack up, while doing something embarrassing can diminish. But as a psychologist put it, when you try too hard to farm for aura, you end up only losing it and making a fool of yourself talaga. So, trying to project a certain kind of image can be exhausting, especially when it strays too far from who you really are. As a psychologist explained, aura form becomes unhealthy when it blurs the line between your actions and your sense of authenticity. When you say fake it till you make it, it's not necessarily always bad. But aura farming is not about competency. It's about perception. So it's harder to accept and take ownership of who you actually are. Portuguese further said that constantly keeping up with others' expectations can take a toll on one's self-worth, particularly when you're always adjusting to fit in for social admiration. Or, the most powerful way to gain aura, aura na tayo, diba? Is to embrace their vulnerability and be aligned with your true self with the help of having a safe space. So, you will disappoint a lot of people when you become true to yourself. So expect mo na yun. At the end of the day, the most powerful way is to be more authentic. Sabi naman, more authentic talaga. And honest to yourself, she said. If you create a safe space wherein you can express yourself regardless kung sino ka na by default, I think hindi na sila mag-aura farm. So Lau echoed similar sentiments, saying that everyone has their own unique aura. All they need to do is own it. Own who you are. There's nothing cooler than someone who completely accepted and completely brings themselves up on who they are, he said. Yung important dito kasi is you're grounding yourself into what you can do better, into what you can control, which is sarili mo. So at the end na nating topic for today, which is all about the topic, and it's all about we have something about to control myself, na sige sapon o sige yaw-yaw nga sige away ni Elijah. So if consistent na dili ko magsapot, pwede ka alone kung wala ko iligan para dili ko magsapot. Okay, we'll talk about this whole aura farming thing. Parang ang dami gusto maging main character lately, no? But honestly, I get it. In a world na sobrang curated lahat, from Instagram feeds to TikTok aesthetics, it's tempting to level up your own aura. Yung gusto nating lahat mamukhang chill, cool, and effortlessly confident. Pero ayun na, effortlessly emphasize on effort. Like aura farming started as something fun. That little boost of confidence. That vibe na parang, okay, I'm feeling myself today. Pero na yun, parang naging performance na siya. Yung iba, hindi nag-aura for self-expression. Nag-aura na for validation. Alam mo yung tipong, wait lang, hindi ako pwede mag-caught off guard sa public kasi baka mabawasan ang aura mo, ha? Boys, girl, relax. Hindi mo kailangan maging mysterious 24/7. Ganon. Pero on the flip side, I won't lie. Ang saya niyang i-observe. It's such a perfect reflection of our generation's obsessions with irony and aesthetics. Like we all know, it's kinda cringe to try too hard, but we're all doing it anyway. Ironically, of course, that's a peak 2025 energy. Ganun, at the end of the day, I think aura farming becomes uncool kapag hindi na siya authentic. Kapag mas inuuna mo na yung image kaysa yung totoo mong self. Doon ka na mafe-fail sa vibe check. Kasi the real aura. It's not just about the sunglasses, the calm face, or the slow-mo talk. It's all about owning your energy without pretending if you're confident and kind. Kahit zero effort, max aura ka pa rin. So yeah, farm all the aura you want. Just make sure it's the type that comes from a self-awareness, not insecurity. Kasi, let's be real. Kaya na, be real. Kaya na tayo, real. The most aura thing you can do is not care too much about having one. Yeah, so mga ka-squad natin, and we all know, para sa akin is just aura forming na kinoconsider ako as a difficult person na nandun ako para happy na ako. Mas okay na sinusuguro na ako na hindi na ako perfect as a person or as an individual na kahit saan ka napunta, nandiyan na pa rin yung kahit anong sino, basta meron akong conflict sa atin yun. Is it as a individual that we could expect na aura forming and 6ix9ine is going on words that came for today's world. Yun. Oh mga ka-squad, yun ang dapat. At dapat sana lahat ay sigurado yan ang matuto at matuto pa rin para sa lahat. At yan ang topics for today's ganap, which is all about wordings in 2025. Ang 6-7 at ang aura farming. And keep on supporting kung saan naganap ang social media presence ay naging trends of a top. Grabe tayo mga social media na tayo. Eh. We all know the word is going on the social media trends and we make a newsworthy. Okay. Ang ating oras mga ka-squad, 8:15 ng gabi at magbabalik ang programang SNL after these messages. So don't go away mga ka-squad. Okay, ang ating oras, 8:20 ng gabi. And we're back sa ating SNL. So, we're talking about the pageantry. Ibig sabihin, naka-pageant din na sila kung abot tayo sa ating mga top. And we are doing about the... Let's think about the winning streak sa Miss World. I think Miss Earth. Miss Earth na ba to? Miss Earth? Aray ko! Grabe naman na tayo mga ka-squad. Okay. And we're talking about the topic for today, which is all about why did Joy Barcoma win the crown? Kaya naman mga ka-squad natin, ito yung reaction ni Miss Earth 2017, Miss Karen Ibasco, on a disappointment of Miss Joy Barcoma failed to advance upward in Miss Earth pageant. Okay. The former Miss Earth 2017, Karen Ibasco, shares thoughts. What went wrong? Naku lagot mga ka-squad. Inaanan na nila ko kay what went wrong? Noon saan naman nandito? This was the question that has been all over social media the past few days as the Philippines, Joy Barcoma finished as a runner-up in the Miss Earth 2025 pageant. Many fans believe the 26-year-old host and government consultant had what it takes to win the crown, which eventually went to Natalie Puskinova of Czech Republic. Karen Ibasco, one of the Philippines' four Miss Earth title holders, was the one who placed the runner-up sash on Barcona and 4 other delegates. Tayo. Yung sinabi ko yung grabe na tayo nito, no? Since then, she has been asked by the netizens to share her thoughts about the results of the pageant. So narito na po ang ating something sa screen na ito, which is all about the video presentation. So, ito tayo ang reaction sa TikTok video. Roll PTR.
I've seen a lot of comments like this on my social media, and I know a lot of Filipinos were disappointed with the results. I just want to answer it based on my perspective as a former Miss Earth and not as a representative of the organization. And I was not a judge last night as well. There are 3 things that I observed. First one is that you can't overdo your performance. Not in your walk, not in your Q&A, not in the communication skills, or anyhow. Balance is key. That is completely important. Second one, you can't answer when you're not asked. Because sometimes it can portray that you're arrogant or you're rude even though you're not. So it's important only to speak when you're asked. The third one is that you need to understand how to use the platform wisely. Social media is good to use by everyone as appropriately how you want to say things, how long you want to say things, based on how you want to personally. But the stage is used for competition, and there's an airtime. So every competition, every candidate is only given a few seconds for the Q&A and a few minutes to do your walk for the gowns and also for the swimsuit. But if you overdo that, what happens is that the organization can pay more because of the airtime. So you need to understand it's also a business and you need to follow the rules. I know it's been hard for us, and I hope that we would take this lesson so that it won't happen again. To Joy, I want to congratulate you for giving a good performance and representing the Philippines very well. I can't wait for the time that I would pass my crown to another Philippine representative that would really raise the flag of the Philippines and also would represent the organization very well.
So, grabe na tayo kung sinasabi ko yung mga ka-squad, ah. So, sabi nila itong based sa basa sa article though. In a TikTok video, Ibasco began by clarifying that she is speaking as a former Miss Earth title holder and not as a representative of the organization, pointing out that she was not a judge in this year's competition. She then proceeded to mention 3 reasons why things do not end well for the Philippines during the coronation night. So, first one is that you can overdo your performance, not in your walk, not in your Q&A, not in the communication skills, or anyhow. Balance is the key. That is completely important, she said. Second one, you can't answer when you're not asked because sometimes it can portray that you're arrogant or rude even though you're not. So it's important only to speak when you're asked. She added. In her second point, Ibasco was referring to the moment during the Q&A round where Barcoma took the opportunity on stage to request for prayers for those who have been affected by the recent typhoon in Cebu. A lot of people have died, a lot of people have experienced the catastrophe. I hope that you take this time as to celebrate taking care of the Mother Earth. We also remember the lives of the people we've lost, she said. From there, Ibasco went on to explain her third point, the proper use of social media and the pageant stage, which are 2 different platforms. Social media is good to be used by everyone as appropriately how you want to say things, how long you want to say things, but the stage is used for competition, there's an airtime, she said, so every competition, every candidate is only given a few seconds for the Q&A, and a few minutes to do your walk for the gowns and also for the swimsuit. But if you overdo that, what happens is that the organization can pay more because of the airtime. So you need to understand it's also a business and you need to follow the rules. Ibasco acknowledged that it's been hard for pageant fans in the Philippines to accept the outcome of the recent Miss Earth and hopes that we will take this lesson so that it won't happen again. To Joy, I want to congratulate you for giving a good performance and representing the Philippines very well, she ended. Barcoma, for her part, appreciated Ibasco's feedback but stood her decision to speak unprompted on stage. Thank you, Miss Karen, but given a chance to do it again, I'll never change what I've done. The Earth needs to hear what's happening in the Philippines, especially when these strategies are repercussions of climate change and environmental abuse, she said. Still, I won't question the decision of the organization. I wasn't who they wanted for the crown, and that's okay. To which the Miss Earth 2017 title holder replied, continue to use your platform to help spread worthy causes such as that of the environment. So at yan po ang ating topic for something which is all about na nagkamali ako. So why did it Joy Barcoma to win the crown? So nagkamali ako sa TOC ko. Sorry po! Okay! sa ating mga ka-squad, and we all know, kaya nga, sa ating mga ka-squad, and we decided na ang SNL starting next week ay gagawin natin lahat. Okay? Para sa akin. And to support the beauty queens sa Northern Mindanao. Okay, pero bago tayo magtapos, may dalawang importanteng announcements para sa iyo mga ka-squad. So, atong palapakan natin mga ka-squad. So first, let's show our full support for our very own ka-squad, our illegal and pride, Juliana Akut Presado or Yana, for the upcoming Miss Muchana Pilipinas 2025. So, voting is now live on SQers. Kaya, make your vote count and help Yana secure a spot in the top 10, which will be granted to the contestant with the highest number of votes on SQers. So, voting period is until November 17 at 6 p.m. So, how to vote via SQers website? To visit the official voting link, which is log on to mutianapilipinas.squrs.com. Select your candidate or choose Juliana representing Iligan City. So pick your preferred voting package. And you can pay via debit or credit card, PayPal, or QR payment. You can also track the leaderboard and support your bet all the way to the crown. Remember, proceeds from online voting and gifting will be benefit the foundations and is supported by Muchana Pilipinas, so every vote makes a difference. Ato palapakan natin ang mga kaswat, okay? So second is all about the Christmas project. So, paimik lang ito yung mga ka-squad. So mga ka-squad, there will be an announcement that hindi po natutuloy ang ating Christmas project launch na ikaw ang kukumpleto sa Squad Ligayang Pasko this week. Or, but don't worry mga ka-squad. We've moved the launch next week, which is November 14, 2025, coinciding the episode 10 of Squaddie's Night Live. As you all know, we made a decision out of respect and solidarity sa mga kababayan natin na apektuhan ng Bagyong Tinio sa Visayas, especially sa mga Cebuanos. Let's also continue to pray for safety as the Typhoon Uwan is expected to enter the PAR later tonight. Sa mga kababayan natin dyan sa Norte, lalo na sa Bicol region at sa Kabisayaan, be prepared and be cautious. At makinig sa mga LGUs at palagi nakatutok sa mga updates, sa mga weather updates and mga news updates yan sa radyo, TV at sa social media. So mga ka-squad, padailan ta mga ka-squad, we will rise again and stronger than ever. Okay? At iyan po ang ating sasabihin sa inyo. And mga ka-squad, maraming salamat sa pagsama sa atin at pagkikinig sa isa na naman makabuluan masayang gabi dito sa SNL. Kung meron po tayong mga suggestions, opinions, or gusto mapag-usapan tungkol sa ating topics, huwag kalimutan mag-LSSC. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. For more SquadiLogues vlogs and content, and you can follow us on our Facebook, X, Instagram, Threads, and YouTube, pati sa TikTok at SquadiLogues. That's SQUADILOGUES. For behind the scenes, for behind the scenes updates and iba pang kwentuhan sa mga ating mga ka-squad natin and we're all about, just message us and can follow us on Instagram and Threads at rm.adali. At kung gusto nyo maging bahagi ng ating vlogcast tulad ng Squaddie's Night Live, just message us on Facebook. We'll be happy to have you to join the conversation. Okay. And this has been Squaddie's Night Live Season 2 Episode 9, November 7, 2025. Ako po yung ka-squad, Rod Michael Adalin, and makita ko tayo next week. Saying, together, let's keep the faith every day and be worry-free because God is good all the time, and all the time God is good, God will make a way. Stay safe, stay hopeful, and as always, dalago ng Diyos. Bye! Have a great weekend!